Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Live from Christian Academy Louisville English Station campus, it's Christian Academy Louisville basketball. As tonight the Centurions, 10 and 15, host our sister school, part of the Christian Academy Louisville school system, the Christian Academy of Indiana Warriors, coming into the game at 14 and 7. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Botello, privileged to bring you tonight's play-by-play, and I'll be joined shortly, very shortly, by Brad Morgan, who's taking care of that one basket with the faulty net causing problems again tonight, huh?
Yeah, until we get the new piece in, it's an issue. Sorry about that, but should be in any day now, definitely before districts next week. But like we talked last time, those rims aren't made like they used to where you get a sick individual. It's one wire piece all the way around. That wire piece broke. And so I've got it rigged to where it's inside the metal, but the only time it can really be messed up if somebody yanks the net, which typically happens during layups. And of course, that's what happened. I got to survive a few more as Kai will probably be running back out here in a minute. But during the game, it shouldn't happen.
Well, as you said, we play Kai tonight, Christian Academy of Indiana. For those that don't know the nomenclature of Kai, CAI. And CAI leads this series 5-3. Centurions have won 2 of the last 3, but one thing we know we usually are going to get is going to be a low-scoring game because CAI like to control the ball and play really tough defense.
That's right, and they got a lot of seniors this year, so they like to play really good defense, slow it down. But part of being a good defensive team sometimes is playing really slow on offense. It limits the possessions and makes it really difficult, and that's what Kyle likes to do. And they got the size to do it this year. They got the ball handling to take care of the ball, so it makes it really difficult.
Kai averaging 56 points a game. Centurions come in at 66 a game. Kai only giving up 49 points a game. Centurions giving up 71 points a game, and defense has been an issue for the Centurions. And when a team slows it down, is that better or worse for a type defense Centurions have been playing?
Well, I think it bodes well for Cal, really, if they're hitting shots, because Cal's offense is so good, they could outscore a team like that in that situation. To me, it's very similar to the Lexington Christian game from, me and you were both at a couple of weeks ago. Lexington Christian, very similar. Lexington Christian caught fire in the second half and ran away with it. But Cal, for the first half, was very competitive. So we'll see what Cal can do. But, yeah, I think here at home, I think it's a comfortable opponent for Christian Academy. See how they handle that.
Well, this Christian Academy of Indiana team, as you said, a lot of seniors. They have 7 seniors on this team, but they are led by the 6'8" senior Bailey Conrad.
Yeah, Bailey Conrad did not play against us last year, number 32, averaging 17.4 a game, had 32 in their last game.
He has 32, 2 threes on the year.
Oh,
not bad.
Sorry. Well, I know he had 30. I think he actually had 37 in a game late last week in one of their last games. I know Jared McKinney, our assistant AD, worked at Kai last year. He was over there, said he had 37 in a game. So really rounding in the form. Kai, an A school in Indiana, really has a good situation there to be able to play in class basketball. They're a really strong team in that level.
Also on this team, T.J. Proctor, another senior, the second leading scorer, averaging 12.9 points a game. Caleb Doss averaging 6.1. For the Centurions, they come into the game. Braden Daniels averaging 17 points per game over the last 5 games, and he's kind of stepped it up a little bit. And Brad's gone to do some athletic director duties here. So I have just lost Brad Morgan. But I will tell you, Braden Daniels has stepped up here. 17 points per game over his last 5 games. He has been in double figures 8 straight games, averaging 15.6 points per game during those. And Jacob Sangali, the other man in double figures. Jacob has lost his shooting eye the last few games, but that can come back at any time. Hopefully it will be tonight, because when he can shoot, he is such a pure shooter from everywhere on the floor, and we definitely need him. Stephen Worst, third leading scorer, 9.5 points a game. The southpaw's been coming on. He has been coming off the bench as of late, and he had 18 points the other night in the Centurions game against DeSales. Tyler McDaniel, the senior, 8.2 points a game. He was averaging 6 earlier in the year, so he has brought his game up some. As Brad said, offense has not been the problem. Defense has got to get out there and get it. Nate Sattel, the other starting center on the team, averaging 7.5 points, and Tyler Lagusty, of course, he has been shooting pure as can be from three-point land, has 39 threes on the season, and shooting at a 42% clip from behind the arc. We are getting ready for opening prayer and national anthem as we wait for the band to die down, and PA announcer Mr. Lawrence Smith, Golden Tones, welcoming everybody. It looks like Annalise Finch may be singing the national anthem tonight. We'll find out in a minute.
First, please rise and remove your hats for opening prayer and remain standing for our national anthem. Our prayer to be led by Christian Academy Senior Greg Gitcher.
Please pray with me. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for the chance to come out here and play basketball tonight. And thank you. Please let there be no injuries. In your name we pray. Amen.
Now to lead our national anthem, Christian Academy Juniors, Annalise Finch and Maddie Waringa.
Oh, I caught the name of one of the singers. It was Annalise Finch because I know her, but I did not catch the name of the other junior.
Maddie Waringa.
Maddie Waringa.
Soccer player, girls soccer player.
Oh, and great duet by the two young ladies on the national anthem. And now we get to the starting lineups. First for Christian Academy of Indiana Warriors. It'll be number 1 senior TJ Proctor, 12.9 points a game, has 12 threes on the season. He is joined by senior Nick Conrad, 3.6 points a game. Also in the starting lineup, another senior, Ethan Carrier, 5.1 points a game. Senior Josh Hahn, 4.6 points a game. And senior Bailey Conrad, 17.4 points a game. And yes, that was 5 seniors in the starting lineup for the Warriors of Christian Academy of Indiana. And I'll probably be calling them the Warriors most of the evening. For the Centurions, it's going to be senior Jacob Singali, 13.5 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, has 51 threes on the season. Joining him will be point guard Tyler Logasty. The junior averages 6.5 a game, has 2.7 rebounds a game, has 39 threes on the season, and has been very hot from behind the arc as of late. In the middle, senior Nate Sattel, 7.5 points a game, 4.6 rebounds a game. Joining him, Braden Daniels, the junior, leading scorer for the Centurions at 13.7 a game, 4.8 rebounds a game, and has 22 threes on the year. And big man Tyler McDaniel, 8.2 points a game, 4.8 rebounds a game. Again, for the Centurions, it'll be Sangali, Logasty, Sattel, Daniels, and McDaniel. For Christian Academy of Indiana, it'll be Proctor and Nick Conrad, Carrier, Hahn, and Bailey Conrad. 2 Conrads in the lineup, 5 seniors. Conrads are not related. Indiana comes out in their blue and gold visiting jersey. Centurions in their white and red, and it's going to be Conrad and McDaniel to tip it off here. Official says move apart, give me some room. Ball's in the air, controlled by Indiana. With the ball is TJ Proctor. Bailey Conrad, 6'8" with the size of edge underneath, but as we said, he can put it up from the outside. Back door to Proctor, he gets 2.
Cowan man-to-man. Braden Daniels lose sight. Quick backdoor 2 for Indiana.
Logasty with a goal, finds Sangali. Starts to go around a pick, pump fake, goes up, 5-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Hahn. He gives it off to Proctor. Off to Nick Conrad, holds it up, waits for Hahn to come down. Pass stolen by Daniels. He's going to go in for the easy 2. We're tied at 2.
Nice steal by Braden. Beautiful read. Easy 2 at the left hand.
Nick Conrad sets the offense for the Warriors. Off to Proctor. Round a pick by Hahn. Give and go to Hahn. McDaniel comes around. Hahn, nice agile move to go around him and get 2.
Well, Cal doubled it, but you got to double it hard. There's no point in doubling if you're not going to really go hard there.
Logasty with the ball, 4-2 Warriors. 6:51 to go first quarter. Game just underway. Mike Botello, Brad Morgan with the action for you. McDaniel baseline out to Logasty, tipped out there by Bailey Conrad. Logasty able to get it. Inside it goes to McDaniel, gives to Sattel going to the hoop. Hahn knocks it free. Sattel tight ropes the baseline, now drives in. Somehow McDaniel able to grab the pass but can't hit the shot. That was just an accident waiting to happen right there. Proctor starts his drive. Daniel stops him. Out to Nick Conrad. Off to Bailey Conrad. 3 in the air off the front of the rim. Daniels with the rebound. There's going to be a foul on Carrier as he came in underneath Braden Daniels. That'll be the first foul of the game. Centurion ball. Logasty across midcourt left side. Trying to look inside to McDaniel. Can't get it to him. Now he gets it into McDaniel. McDaniel square spin move. Right-handed shot up. No good. Nice move. Hahn with the rebound.
Oh, beautiful move by Tyler. Just
lob into Bailey Conrad. Tyler couldn't get it. Blow! Thought it was a blocked shot, but Tyler getting it caught with the foul. Got him on the wrist, and that'll be the first on Tyler. That's been one of Tyler's biggest issues, has been getting in foul trouble early.
Absolutely. Conrad initiates the contact. It was a foul, but it makes it difficult. It goes right into the chest of McDaniels.
Conrad good on the first. Second shot's good as well. Conrad has his first 2 of the game. Indiana goes up 6-2. Logosty off to Sangali. Finds Daniels. Back to Logosty. Bailey Conrad with those long arms out on him. McDaniel gets it underneath. Goes in against Hahn. Turn around. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Proctor. McDaniel with a couple good looks, and Proctor goes all the way to the hoop. Nobody stops him. There's going to be a timeout by Coach Hibbert, and not a good start for the Centurions. A great start for the Warriors.
Yeah, a quick 30-second timeout. That was as easy. Nobody stopped the ball. And the offensive end, Cal's getting any shot they want. I mean, those are easy shots. Not easy. You're getting bumped, and you got big guys, but it's the shot that Cal likes to get. You got an easy left-hand hook right in the middle of the lane. Got to finish those. And then on this end, got to commit to defense. They push the ball quickly, and nobody stopped the ball.
Proctor now has got a back door in the very first play and then gone to the hoop with nobody stopping him. So 2 easy baskets for Proctor so far.
Absolutely. Got to get the ball stopped quickly as they push the ball.
Stephen Wersch in the game for the Centurions. McDaniel is out. No subs for the Warriors. They're starting 5 still in the game.
Look at this matchup here. They got the big guy. Was it Conrad?
Bailey Conrad.
Guarding Logosty. Every possession.
Sangali drives baseline. Wersch has an opening, goes to the hoop, can't get it to fall. Rebound to Proctor. Proctor wants to run. He's got Bailey Conrad on his left, goes up, shot is good. (10-2) here, quickly out of the gates for the Warriors. Sattel finds a little opening, goes quickly like we've seen him do so much this year, and he's going to get fouled on the way. That's going to be the second on Ethan Carrier, second on Indiana. And that's going to get Brady Dunn, the sophomore, off the bench, so the first non-senior into the game for the Warriors. Dunn averaging 5 points a game. Ball comes in deep to Sattel. Back to Logosty. Lets the 3 fly over Conrad. He said, your 6'8" frame doesn't bother me. I got a 3. Centurions cut the lead to 5, 10-5. Hahn on the give and go goes to Bailey Conrad, who back doors and gets 2.
Too big that time. Finished right on top. If he catches it that close, it's over. Got to get him out of the lane.
Daniels into Wersch, almost wasn't expecting it. Backs down, 5-footer up and good.
Much better there. Cal's missed several in-close opportunities. Got to be physical against Conrad. Can't let him get down there so easy.
4:09 to go first quarter. 12-7 Indiana with the lead. Dunn drives, gives it off to Proctor. Dunn sets a pick, now walks away. Gets it into Hahn, has a step, but he travels. That's why he was so wide open. Ball goes over to the Centurions.
Well, he wanted to do the high-low, wanted to drop it in. Cal took it away. Wersch fronted the post, and then he had to drive.
Boy, Wersch and Sattel had everybody beaten if they would have just turned their heads. Now inside to Wersch. He's going to back down against Dunn. Bodied up. Off to Lagosty. Out to Sangali. 3 in the air by Jacob. And that is good news right there. Sangali with the 3.
You're not kidding, Mike. It's really good news. Jacob been one of the most consistent shooters all year. Has struggled as of late.
Chris Ballou and Caleb Doss in the game for the Warriors. Proctor gets it over to Doss. Back to Proctor. Back to Doss as they go east-west. Now they lob it to Bailey Conrad. Over to Proctor. Behind the three-point line, but tosses back over to Doss. Ballou trying to back down the left side. Now Doss has it. Back to Proctor. And
those 3-2 zones really slowing them up. I don't really know who the three-point shooters are here, but I know Conrad's one of them.
Conrad and Proctor and Dunn can hit and Carrier can hit. They got 4 people with 14 or more. Inside it goes to Conrad. Shots up, blocked by Wersch.
Wersch stayed down on the first pump fake. Met him on the second one.
Logosty, here comes the double team. Gets it off to to Sattel. He's going to drive to the hoop. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound to Bailey Conrad. Proctor likes to run, hesitates. Off it goes. Doss with a 3 in the air.
Nice.
No good. Great rebound by Daniels, up and overdone. Sangali hesitates, drives to the hoop.
Oh, and
shots
one.
up, good. Counted, and he's fouled.
On that one, I'm going to leave it to you for the rest of the quarter. Mike got a little ceremony to attend to. I'll be right back. Thank you,
Okay.
Mike. Great take by Sangali.
Fouls on Bailey Conrad, his first. Sangali gets the 2. Ties the score at 12. Centurions a chance to get their first lead of the game, and they do. 13-12, Centurions with the lead. Tell you, Sangali hit that first 3, and all of a sudden his confidence has gone through the roof, at least on that drive it did. Centurions drop back to a 2-1-2 this time. Proctor over to Doss. Ball almost thrown away. Dunn able to save it. Now Proctor has it back to Dunn. Dunn fakes left, goes right. Off to Proctor. Bailey Conrad out top, starts the drive, stopped. Doss tries to dip it down low to Ballou, goes off Ballou's hands, Centurion ball. Ball was tipped by Daniels and then threw the timing off of Ballou and it went out of bounds off of him. Daniels off to Logisty, off to Wersch. Wersch down low to Sattel. Sattel tries to back down. It's power against power. There it goes up, and they're going to call the travel on Sattel. A little foot movement from Sattel gives the ball over to Indiana. 1:32 to go first quarter. 13-12 Centurions with the lead. In the corner it goes to Dunn. Back out to Proctor in the middle to Conrad. Takes a step, and there's going to be a foul on his move to the bucket. I believe it's going to be on Stephen Wersch. That'll be Wersch's first. Conrad to the line. He is 2 for 2 from there on the evening and no good on the first. No good on the second. Wersch clears. Logisty pushes it up off to Sangali. Fakes the shot, drives baseline. Goes to the middle, but nobody coming. Proctor gets the rebound, goes coast to coast and gets the 2. Proctor has got some speed. And back in the lead goes Indiana. 14-13. Logisty, no good on the 3 ball. Did not touch the rim, and coming away with it is Dunn. Gets it away to Proctor. He wants to push. Drives to the lane. Daniels with the block, and they're going to catch Daniels for the foul. Nope, foul's going to be on Tyler Logisty. That'll send Proctor to the line for 2. Proctor already was 6 of the 14 for Indiana. First shot's good. We're under a minute to go, 48.1 seconds to be exact. Proctor's second shot is good. Proctor hits them both. Indiana back up by 3, 16-13. Sangali starts to go baseline. Doss stops him. Out to Wersch. Cross court to Logisty. Back to Wersch. He's going to drive to the hoop. Jump step, no good. Off back of the rim. Bailey Conrad rebound. 30 seconds to go, and they're going to go one shot. Centurions back in a man-to-man now. Proctor just dribbling out top as Daniels comes out to get him. 14 seconds to go. Here comes the pick from Conrad. Proctor tries to go right. Crosses over. Shot is up, no good. Daniels with the rebound. Still 4 seconds to go. He's going to let it go 3/4 court. No good. We come to the end of the first quarter of play. Indiana with the 16-13 lead over the Centurions. Scoring through that first half of play. Is trying to see what the presentation is down here. This is part of the Cal swim team is going on to the state tournament later in the week. They will be competing Thursday at the state meet. Gabby Abiero, of course, the leader of that team. She has some state marks in 2 of the events. So a good recognition of these great student athletes. Let's go scoring in the first quarter. TJ Proctor leads Indiana with 8 points. Bailey Conrad with 6, and Josh Hahn has 2. For the Centurions, they're led by Jacob Sangali with 6, Tyler Logasty with 3, Stephen Wersch and Braden Daniels rounds out that group with 2. It'll be Centurions ball to start the second quarter. It's Daniels and Logasty along with McDaniel, Wersch, and Sangali. Indiana comes out with Nick Conrad and Hahn, Bailey Conrad, Proctor, and trying to see who the other person is, Brady Dunn. Sangali lets the 3 fly. Good again. Jacob Sangali 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Ties the game at 16. Third tie of the game. Dunn out top. Goes inside to Bailey Conrad. Tries to back down. Here comes the double team, triple team. No good on the shot. Rebound to Hahn. He goes back up, and he's going to be fouled, and that's going to be on McDaniel, I believe. Nope, I'm going to call it on Jacob Sangali. I've been wrong every time tonight. And Josh Hahn goes to the line for 2.
Hahn at the line, shooting 2.
First shot is up and good. Indiana back in the lead by 1. And we'll try to make it 2 on this shot. It is up and it's no good. Back of the rim, rebound comes down to McDaniel. Pass quickly up to Sangali. 3 in the air, no good this time. Rebound to Wersch. He goes back up, blocked. Coming behind him is Bailey Conrad. McDaniel able to pick it up off to Daniels. No good on the 3. Wersch tips it. Coming away with it is Nick Conrad. He's going to try to beat everybody down, and he's going to get fouled on his drive to the hoop. I believe, I'm not even going to say who it's on. I've been wrong every time. I would have been wrong that time. This time it is on Braden Daniels. That's his first, team 5th for Indiana, and to the line goes Nick Conrad. First shot by Conrad, no good. Second shot, good. Indiana back up by 2, 18-16. Centurions back down quickly. Sangali had an opening, decided not to shoot. Now off to Daniels. Daniels, 18-footer, no good. Rebound, Hahn tips it to Proctor. Proctor all the way to the hoop, and there's going to be
on the floor.
A foul on the floor.
Cal having trouble right now keeping them off the foul line. Everything not scoring any made field goals, but just getting to the foul line. On this end, it's the strangest thing. The defense doesn't look great, does it, down here? But when we're getting open shots, just can't finish shots.
I tell you, when you get the ball underneath, Indiana does a good a job as anybody I've seen that we played here of bumping you
right,
underneath.
They're really physical on your body down below.
Proctor with the 3, no good. Rebound,
Nice.
Kyle Christensen who's in the game. He and Cole Hodge both in the game for the Centurions. They join Sangali, McDaniel, and Wersch. Hodge lets a 3 fly.
There we go.
Hodge only averaging 1.6. He's doubled his average already on that shot. And the Centurions go back up by 1, 19-18.
Two-pointer.
2 point. Oh. Well, he doesn't double his average, but he's above it already.
Well, a rare mistake by Kai. They weren't matched up that time after the substitution, and he made them pay.
Sangali, a good job stopping the back door by Proctor. Now Proctor has it.
Cal switching everything now.
Proctor drives to the hoop. Shot is up and good.
Yeah,
I like Proctor.
Well,
He's a good-looking
the
player.
Switch hurt there. Switch and Steven got caught on him. They just went to an isolation play there.
Proctor with 10, half of the Indiana points. Sangali back to McDaniel.
Nice
Shot is
block.
up, and it should be
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
block.
say.
They call the block.
If they called a charge there, I would have been I might have came out of my seat.
Foul on Brady Dunn. That's going to be his first, and Tyler McDaniel to the line for 2.
I don't like that play, and it's not the young man. He's hustling and doing what he should be doing, but he really undercut him there. And so for a referee, if they would have rewarded that, that would have been the irk with me. But a good call by the ref, and Tyler does a good job. Goes to the line, makes one, 20-19. Cal hanging in there. See if they can get a little run here, get us a couple stops.
Ethan Courier back in the game, done out for Indiana. Second shot, McDaniel hits them both. McDaniel up to 70% coming into the game from the free throw line. We have our 5th tie of the game, 20-20. Nick Conrad with the ball, finds Proctor. Proctor pulls up 10-footer, no good. Rebound, Christensen beats everybody to it.
Well, Hodge with the old snake bite there, caught him right on his elbow. Ref didn't see it. There's one they did see. As Daniels will go to the line now.
They're going to say it's on the drive. That's on Nick Conrad, his first.
But as Proctor went up, Hodge got him right on the elbow, just tapped him and it threw his shot off, left it short.
Hodge to throw it in. That's a 5th team foul on Indiana. Ball comes in deep to McDaniel. Off to Hodge, looking inside. Had worse for a second, but couldn't get it to him. Now McDaniel pulls up for the 15-footer. Down deep, falls back in.
McDaniel and these rims, falling in love. These new rims over the year. He's really finding that jump shot.
Centurions back in the lead by 2. 22-20, third lead change of the game.
Other than that minute-and-a-half run in the first quarter, Cal's really been in control of this thing.
Hahn with the spin move goes strong to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. Fights for the ball. Indiana's ball.
Got to get that one. 3-on-1. Hahn has been a thorn in the side for Cal for a few years now. Not a big-time scorer, but just plays that role beautifully.
Takes a lot of space up down low.
Yeah, he's physical inside. Plays his spot. Doesn't make turnovers. And pass. I remember last year can hit the 15-foot jump shot.
Bailey Conrad with it. We have 4.5 to go in the first half. Centurions up by 2. Proctor with the ball around a pick by Hahn. Bailey Conrad lets the 3 fly. No good. Rebound. Long rebound. Bailey Conrad gets to it. Nice steal by Daniels. He's trying to go out to Proctor. Daniels going to go strong to the hoop for 2.
Yeah, no, that's the second one that Braden's got. Now, good play by Hodge. That was a great play.
Wersch has it. He's going to go to the hoop for 2. Shots up and good. Wersch avoided the charge and got the bucket. And we got a timeout by Coach Kerberg of Indiana. 4:02 to go. Centurions up 26-20.
Christian Academy Louisville wishes to thank our athletic trainers from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehab provider for the Centurions. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana, and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy, as well as sports medicine coverage to local high schools, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. Court, K-O-R-T, the best in rehab. Mike, that was a spurt we were looking for right there.
Centurions on a 8-zip run right now to go up by 6. Brad, this is a joint production between Christian Academy of Indiana and Louisville tonight. John Ballou, parent of one of the Indiana players, on video for us tonight.
All right, John. Well, ever since you got this dual camera system, Mike, we've been able to, John's able to run his camera and ours.
You haven't had to do camera as much this year, have you?
Yeah, thank you, John. Appreciate it.
TJ Proctor with the ball, starts his drive all the way to the hoop and gets 2.
Yeah, help's got to come there on the strong side. Too much to ask one-on-one there.
Proctor with 14. McDaniel stops, tries to go to Hodge underneath. Pass broken up. Bailey Conrad with it, looks for help, gets it off to Proctor, has an opening, goes to 10 feet, throws it back out. Thought Bailey Conrad's in one spot, but he's in another. Over and back Centurion ball.
Well, that last possession by Cal, Steven threw it, and I said no immediately, but I said, even if he had caught it, Hodge would have been in the middle of the 6'8" by Conrad. You know, there's nowhere to go, so it's not worth the risk in that situation. Got to be smart.
Daniels has the ball, looking inside, gets it to Wersch, squares up, goes inside against Ballou, who's in the game. 5-footer, no good. Rebound, Sattel back up, goes to the left side and hits it.
Sattel one-on-one with Conrad. got the rebound, number one, and finished over Tyler, around him more likely.
Proctor all the way to the hoop. No good this time. Hodge with a tip. Worst comes away with it. Gives it to Sattel. Sattel's leading the break. We know what he's going to do. He's going to go strong to the hoop. No good. Ballou just blocks everybody out and gets the rebound. The other way, Proctor gets it underneath. Shot
Nice
is up.
job.
No good. Rebound Hodge.
Braden Daniels, great job sprinting to the spot and staying straight up. No foul. Good stop there.
Daniels with it. Starts his drive. Goes to the hoop strong. Can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Caleb Doss, smallest man on the court.
Man, everything right there. Great play. Just couldn't finish. Did the rebound, the defense, everything but the finish.
Doss over to Dunn. It is Ballou, Dunn, Doss, Brady, Bailey, Conrad, and Proctor in for Indiana.
They put another big guy in here. Chris Ballou's got some size inside as well.
Corner goes to Dunn. Inside to Bailey, Conrad. Powers his way. Hodge grabs his arm. Not a little hit to the elbow that time. That was an arm grab by Hodge.
I like it, though. You had a smaller defender. I had Nate on him, giving up about 6 inches, maybe 4 or 5 inches. The Hodge came down and really fought. And then the foul's on him, which takes the foul away from one of your bigger defenders. I like that.
Conrad hits them both. He has 8 points on the evening. McDaniel back in. Worsh gets a breather.
Makes a big guy a lot tougher when he can make the foul shots, Mike.
And Bailey, Conrad out. Hahn and Ballou both in there. They look like mirror images. Daniels out top. Off to Christensen. They let him have the shot. No good this time. Rebound to Hahn. Proctor is going to bring it down. I think Coach Cantwell needs to come see Hahn and Ballou, man. He could use them on that offensive line.
Yeah, good size.
3 in the air, no good by Dunn. Rebound tip, Proctor comes away with it. Has no shot, brings it back out.
Well, Conrad out. You got to come out with them offensive rebounds there.
Under a minute and a half to go, first half. Centurions lead by 4, 28-24. Dunn with the ball. Sattel knocks it free. Dunn able to run it down. Off to Proctor, goes baseline. Dishes out. 3 in the air by Caleb Doss is good.
Great pass. All that was done by T.J. Proctor. It all came off, not able to get the rebound.
Sattel with the ball.
Whew, scoring. Going to be hard to catch. Sangali not on the floor. Lagosty not on the floor. Not a lot of shooting.
There's going to be a foul. That's one of the weakest hits of the night. And they catch Josh Hahn for the bump. Lagosty back in the game. Christensen out. Under a minute to go, first half. Centurions 1 point lead, trying to add to it. Ball comes into McDaniel. Back to Lagosty. Back inside to McDaniel. He bumps down low,
Nice.
Gets the 2.
Nice job. Uses height advantage that time. Good job by Ballou. Had perfect position. Just a little bit too much height. Same thing we've seen Conrad do on the other end.
Proctor with the ball, picked up by Hodge.
Cal 30-27 leading over the Warriors. Here's going to 30 seconds in the second quarter. Fast first half, Mike.
It really has been. Only 13 fouls. 7 on the Centurions, 6 on Indiana. As they're waiting for that final shot, Proctor just dribbling it out, waiting for the clock to get to about 10. Now he calls for a pick. Here comes Ballou. Goes to the middle.
Oh, don't get it.
Daniels almost with the steal. Dunn lets it fly at the buzzer, almost banks it in. Gives me reminder of the Virginia-Louisville game 2 or 3 years ago.
Would have been really unfortunate because Cal did that about a perfect defensive possession there. Great job by Daniels getting a hand on it, disrupted everything.
We come to the end of the first half of play. Christian Academy of Louisville up by 3, 30-27 over Christian Academy of Indiana. We'll be back in about 8 minutes to recap first half, give you second half action. Bill.
Yeah, Bill's here. And Steve Scott, former school board president.
Yep. Is Bailey Conrad going anywhere to play in college? Not decided yet. Who's looking at him, do you know? Okay. Welcome back to Christian Academy Louisville basketball, where the Centurions lead the Christian Academy of Indiana Warriors 30-27 in the first half. There were 5 ties and 3 lead changes in that first half, and it looked like Indiana was going to blow the Centurions out to start the game as they went on a 10-2 run to open the game, but then the Centurions answered with a 10-2 run of their own to tie it at 12, and Indiana eventually got a 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 16-13. Centurions started the second quarter on a 3 by Jacob Sangali to tie it at 16. It was then again tied at 18. Indiana hit the next shot to go up by 2. 2018 Centurions then ran off 8 straight to go up with their biggest lead of the first half at 26-20. And Indiana finally whittled that down to a 3-point lead, 30-27 at the first stop.
Individual scoring first for the Centurions. Sangali with 9. Stephen Worsh 4. Tyler Laugusty 3, Cole Hodge 2, Nate Sattel 2, Braden Daniels 4, Tyler McDaniel 6. For the Warriors, it was TJ Proctor leading the way with 12, Nick Conrad 1, Caleb Doss 3, Josh Hahn 3, and Bailey Conrad with 8 points. Cal leads 30-27 over Christian Academy of Indiana. Just 2 quarters remaining. Looks like it'll be Christian Academy of Indiana's ball going right to left as we get ready to begin the fourth quarter.
Sattel, McDaniel, Daniels, Laugusty, Sangali for the Centurions. Nick Conrad, Proctor, along with Carrier, Hahn, and Bailey Conrad for Indiana. You expect to see anything different this half, Brad?
No, I think both teams will have the same game plan. They're going to try to get into Conrad for sure, but that's been the game plan from the beginning.
Sattel with the double team. Ball comes out to Proctor, and he hits the 3. And we're tied.
I think barely got over the rim. Thought it was going to be short. That's what the big guy does, though. You get it in, you double team him, and he finds the open man.
Sangali around the pick, gets it off to McDaniel. Now Laugusty. You're right, man. 6'8" Bailey Conrad just comes out and puts his arms up against Laugusty. Daniel starts the drive. Thought about a spin move, back out to Laugusty. Finds Sattel. Good patience by the Centurions.
Keep patient. No reason to rush. I think that's a matchup Christian Academy would like, is Sangali versus number 5 Nick Conrad, 2 seniors. But
ball into McDaniel. Here comes the double team. Back out to Sattel. Into Sangali. Sangali slammed from behind. No call. Sattel has it. Ball stolen. Back out to Proctor. Goes to his right. Finally stopped and brings it back out. Off to Bailey Conrad. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound to Daniels. Wants to run. Has a 3-on-2. Going to go all the way to the hoop. Does the foul, and it barely rolls over the front of the rim.
Good take. And it knocked it out of his hands. Foul's on number 1, Proctor.
First foul on Proctor. Braden Daniels to the line with 2. Daniels 77% free throw shooter on the season. First shot is up and good.
Braden's been fantastic this game on the break. God, not really looking to take a charge, really. Not a lot of resistance, able to go through.
Daniels has 6. Centurions back up by 2, 32-30. Proctor walks it down, wants to give it off to Nick Conrad, but Laugusty will not allow it to happen. Now he gets it. Inside to Bailey Conrad. Move is up and no good. Rebound tip. Back up by Hahn.
That can't happen. You got Conrad to miss. He's away from the basket. You got to get that rebound.
Tied again at 32. Sangali gets it into McDaniel. Starts to move on Hahn. Spins back to his right, up and good.
Good patience by Tyler. Got to run here. Kind of pushing back.
34-32 Centurions, under 6 to go, third quarter. Proctor drives, shots, and there's going to be a foul on McDaniel, I believe. That is going to be the second on Tyler, and that'll send Proctor to the line with 2.
But he comes off that ball screen. You got to get it stopped. You got to, you got to get it completely squared away there. Make him go back the other way. He was able just to come around and go around Nate and keep going. There's no reason to hedge if you're not going to get it stopped.
Proctor's good. He gets stopped, and then he does that little hesitation move and keeps going to the side wherever he's dribbling, and we just don't step out and stop him.
Right. I mean, you got to make him try to split it. If he splits it, like you see Rondo and those elite guards, then maybe so be it. But force him out, make him do some work there.
Tied again at 34. Down to Daniels. Centurions break the press and get the 2.
Ty tried to slip a press there out of the made free throw. Well done by Centurions. Attacked that beautifully.
36-34 Centurions.
Now Cal switches defenses.
Proctor looking inside, goes to Bailey Conrad, turnaround 10-footer, no good. McDaniel with a nice little volleyball tip to Daniels. Daniels brings it down. Lagosty corner to Sangali, and he's going to bring it back out to Lagosty. Daniels looking inside, gets it to McDaniel, turns on Bailey Conrad. Nice move. Oh. Can't get it to fall. McDaniel's had 3 or 4 shots fall out tonight in close.
You said it exactly, Mike. Man, they've had some close ones there. That was a beautiful there. He drove hard left, spun back to his right. No help came, drew the foul.
2 shots for McDaniel. First shot, no good. Lady Centurions in action tonight, taking on number 6 Elizabethtown. That game started at 8 o'clock. If we get updates, we will give that to you. Second shot, McDaniel misses both of them. Hahn with the rebound. Proctor's going to walk it across. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Bailey Conrad starts to move to the hoop. Nice move. He has his 10th of the night, and we are tied again at 36. We've been tied every 2 in this half. 30, 32, 34, 36. Lagosty goes to his right, has a little opening, lets it fly, and hits a 3-pointer. Tyler Lagosty.
That's a strange matchup. They got Conrad out there. He takes away his 3, but it takes him away from the basket, which is really the odd thing about it.
Hahn with the ball out top. Waits for Nick Conrad to come around. Now he gives it off to Carrier. Carrier lobs it inside to Hahn. Sattel on him. Tries to move. A little right-handed 10-foot hook is no good. Rebound to Daniels. Daniels, he's going to go all the way to the hoop. Shot is up. Good job by Hahn to grab part of that ball to throw the shot awry. Carrier the other way. Spin move to the hoop. And fouled by Sattel. It's going to be on the ground. That's going to be the second or first on Nate Sattel tonight. And Stephen Wersch, Cole Hodge into the game. Daniels and McDaniel gets a breather. Ballou and Doss into the game for Indiana. Ball comes into Bailey Conrad in the corner. He and Proctor and Dunn is in the game too. Only Bailey, Conrad, and Proctor stayed in. Conrad's top. Thought about the 3. Now dishes to Proctor. Longer 3. No good. Rebound. Ballou has it. Misses. Rebound. Hodge comes away with it. Gives it off to Lagosty.
Short.
3. No good. Rebound. Grabbed by Bailey Conrad to Proctor. And Proctor going to come all the way down. Misses the crib. Sattel with the rebound. Sattel's going to push it up. Loses the ball off his foot, but Wersch has it. And then a foul on Sattel. Sattel worried about Proctor coming up behind him, tried to put his body in front of him and then dribble it off his foot. Indiana took it out, got the turnover. Daniels in, Sattel out. Doss to throw it into Proctor. 3:16 to go, third quarter.
feel like I'm in a bad mood, but Cal's had opportunities here. And, it's a good Chi team. They've got to get an offensive foul here that time. Looks like maybe Ballou.
Down below, got a foul away from the ball on Chris Ballou, his first.
Well, Chi, one of the top 5 teams in the state of Indiana in the Class A, 14-7. Cal's wasting opportunities here. A lot of turnovers, opportunities here. There's another one, up 3, chance to go up 5, maybe 6.
Longest he finds Sangali. Sangali hadn't got loose for a shot yet. Now he throws one up. No good. Rebound comes down to Proctor. Proctor off to Dunn. Back to Proctor. Doss, long 3. No good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to go to Indiana. I wasn't sure who that was going to.
Yeah, I thought it was off Cal, too.
Proctor out to Dunn. Conrad, nobody picked him up, and he's going to get the bucket and get fouled by Wersch. Little confusion on the Centurions' part on defense. That's the second on Wersch. Conrad to the line for one, a chance to tie it up again.
So you give opportunities over and over and over again, and they end up getting into their main guy and and one here, and we're tied.
That's good. We are tied again at 39.
Girls, after first quarter, trail at E-Town 16-15. Mike, that one just went to the first quarter.
2 Miss Basketball candidates in that game. Whitney Hay from Elizabethtown, and of course our own Shelby Calhoun in the running. Lady Centurions back in action Thursday night as they host Mercy. Wersch spin move underneath, pulls back, good.
Nice job by Steven. You're right, though. The Chi, they do such a good job inside the paint of pushing you from below. I mean, Steven was pushed all the way out the block and did a good job finishing that one.
Long skip past to Proctor, right back out to Doss, around the horn to Dunn.
Really, only Proctor out there is the real threat out there right now offensively to do make his own drive.
Goes baseline, dishes to Doss, has 1-3 tonight, misses that one. Ball tip, Proctor comes away with it. Ball goes to Hahn. Corner quickly to Doss, drives baseline. And there's going to be a double
jump
dribble,
ball.
I believe. Oh, they call a jump ball?
Yeah, Braden had his hand on top of it. As I say, though, Proctor is really the only threat on the floor to do anything with the ball. There are plenty of guys who can make open shots, but he's the one you got to stay down on and then get Conrad in quickly for this defensive possession. Cal up 2. Chance to put this into a 2-possession game as they're under 2 minutes, third quarter.
Christensen, Hodge, Lagasse drives to the hoop. No good on the shot. Back out to Daniels. 3 in the air by Braden is good.
And Tyler makes the play there, just being tough enough after the missed layup. Fights back for it, gets it, and makes the smart pass. Braden sticks it home. Cal up 5 now. Minute to go, third quarter.
Proctor with the ball. Off to Dunn, back to Proctor. Nick Conrad hits the 3. Came around a pick. Nobody could fight through it. Centurions by 2, 44-42. Hodge back off to Daniels. 41 seconds to go. Third quarter. Christensen off to Wersch. Fakes the 3. Starts the drive. Stops. Out to Hodge. Drives baseline. Finds Daniels. 3 in the air by Braden. This one's short. Rebound. Cole Hodge. Ball knocked away. Hodge able to hang on to it. Indiana fans want a double dribble.
I thought it was knocked away by Proctor. Either way, under 10 now. Or right at 10. Cal going to go for last shot.
Christensen comes around to pick. Nowhere to go. They find Wersch at the free throw line. Wersch, 3 seconds, and he double dribbles.
Never could get into what they wanted to get into there. The good thing about it is there's only 2.8 seconds.
And I know you're happy about that. Proctor lets it go three-quarters court. Does not have the touch Kyle Christensen has. Three-quarter court, and we come to the end of 3. Centurions up by 2, 44-42.
E-News is Cal's online newsletter that allows fans, parents, and supporters of Cal Athletics to keep up with the latest news in Cal sports. E-News is distributed weekly and includes sports from elementary, middle, and high school from all of Cal's Kentucky campuses. For questions, please feel free to contact us at enews@caschools.us. To subscribe, visit our website at caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics. Individual scoring first for the Centurions. Sangali with 9. Stephen Worsh 6, Tyler Lagasse 6, Cohodge 2, Nate Sattel 2, Braden Daniels 11, Tyler McDaniel 8. For the Warriors, it's Proctor with 17, Conrad 4, Doss 3, Hahn 5, and Bailey Conrad with 13. Cal, Christian Louisville leads 44-42. So we got just 8 minutes left here, Mike, in the fourth quarter. See if Cal can hold on to one here, or they can push this thing out to a bigger lead and get a comfortable finish.
Cal trying to break a 4-game losing streak, leads by 2. Centurions back in action. They go to Atherton on Thursday night and senior night here Friday night as they join the girls in a doubleheader. We'll celebrate and honor the seniors, 7 seniors from the boys team, 2 from the girls team on Friday night. Lady Centurions in action Thursday as they host Mercy. We'll be covering the Mercy game and then both the Collins games and, of course, districts next week. Back to action here. Right in the middle to Bailey Conrad. Tries to move down. Little turnaround right-handed hook, no good. Worsh with the rebound. It's McDaniel, Worsh, Lagasse, Sangali, and Daniels for the Centurions. Opening 5 in the game, except Dunn is in for Carrier for Indiana. Lagasse around a pick, had a moment, but goes to Sangali. 3 in the air, goes to the ground, no good. Rebound to Proctor. He wants to run. Daniels stays with him, gets it up to Dunn. No good on the shot. And Daniels hustles down to get the rebound on the ground. Daniels able to stay with it, and there's going to be a jump ball called. Ball will go to the Centurions. Good hustle by Hahn.
Cal needs a good possession here. Up 2. Person the right, ball in the right hands. Guy's going to dig in here, fourth quarter.
There have been 5 ties in this quarter, or in this half. McDaniel with 2.
McDaniel's been on fire from that spot lately. Coach Kerberg was here just the other night against the Sales, and he hit that same shot 4 or 5 times.
46-42 Centurions. There have been 5 ties in this half, but Centurions have led all the time when there has not been a tie.
Cal in the 2-3 zone, trying to stop Proctor, but you got a rebound out of it.
Daniels jumps in to try to get a steal on Hahn, but Hahn, strong hands, able to get it back. Goes to Proctor in the corner. They reset. Dunn back to Proctor, inside to Hahn. Starts to move. Stop. Knocked away by Worsh. Sangali comes away with it. Leads to Lagasse. Wow. He's tripped and there's no call. Sangali gets it. Tries to fire down low. Out of bounds. They give it to the Warriors.
That was brutal. It was completely,
Lagasse, it was not on purpose, but
no, of course not.
Feet got tangled up. Lagasse was tripped. Should have been a foul called. No foul. Ball comes over to Indiana.
Lagasse out in front, leading the break. Throw a pass to him. Gets tripped from behind on accident, but still a foul. Can't let that go. Ends up being a turnover.
Into Bailey Conrad. Move to the hoop, up and good.
Too easy there. Got to fight, move your feet.
15 for Conrad. 2-point lead Centurions. 46-44. Lagasse to McDaniel. Fakes the shot. They're going to get him for the travel. Good idea. He's been hitting that shot. Hahn went for the fake just enough for McDaniel to get around him, but he took the step before he dribbled. Ball off to Nick Conrad. Finds Proctor. Tries to go inside to Hahn. Misses him. McDaniel comes up with it. Lagasse pushes the other way. Finds Worsh. Worsh starts to go baseline, and they're going to call Worsh for a charge.
3 straight turnovers. Had a 4-point lead. 3 straight turnovers to Cal. Not even get a shot up.
That is the 3rd on Worsh, 5th on the team. Into the game, Ethan Carrier back in the game for Indiana. Indiana with their starting 5 in the game now. Bailey Conrad tries to drive, and there's going to be a foul on Daniels, I believe. Officials conferring who the foul was on, I think. Foul is on Braden. That is his second. Bailey Conrad to the line with 2. A chance to tie this game up for the 6th time in the half, and he hits the first. Sattel in. Stephen Warsh out. No good on the second. Centurions up by 1. 5:05 to go in the game. Sangali with the ball off to Lagusty.
We're going under 5 here. I'd run.
There's going to be, I was watching McDaniel and Hahn with the hand on him and the leg and pushing McDaniel out, and they call him for it.
Got to run a play, though. You can't just dump it into the post with no setup to get it to him.
Ball comes into McDaniel, back to Lagusty. Lets the shot fly, no good. Rebound Proctor. Bailey Conrad, wide open 3 is no good. Rebound McDaniel.
Run your best play here. The best play you got in the whole playbook. We need it here. This is a huge possession.
Into McDaniel, squares, starts to go to the hoop. Turns back the other way, can't get it to fall. Rebound to Proctor. Proctor pushes it down to the left side. Stopped by Lagusty. Out to Carrier, inside to Bailey Conrad. Pushes his way in. That should be a travel. Wonder if it's going to be an offensive foul or a travel.
Got to have a great play here. 4 minutes. You score here, it starts getting serious, and you get 2 more possessions down, you start getting into fouling territory.
Daniels starts his drive to the hoop. Shot is up and good. Braden nice Daniels takes over.
That's the set you wanted. Look, good pick and roll set. They were scared to leave a Tyler. Braden finishes left hand. Now this is a big stop here.
Centurions up by 3, 3:56 to go. Nick Conrad gets it into Bailey. Conrad goes to the hoop, and there's going to be a foul on Tyler McDaniel. They said they blocked him. That was the lightest bottom hit of the night. That is the 3rd on Tyler, and Conrad to the line for 2 more. Conrad 6 of 8 from the line of 9, make it 7 of 9. Second shot hits them both. 17.
48-47 Cal leads. We go under 4 minutes, 3:45 on the clock to be exact.
Ball to Sangali.
Same play, opposite side.
Bailey Conrad steps out and gets the steal. Conrad, or Sangali down with, I think he tipped the ball or caused some problems, and Conrad misses it. Sattel drives, Hahn grabs him. Going to be a foul.
Great. Well, I don't know if there's a foul or not. I'd have to see it, but great hustle by Sangali. He was 10 feet behind him at half court and chased it back.
Lagusty lobs it in. Foul was on Hahn, his 3rd, 5th on Indiana. Centurions have 7, Indiana in the bonus. Ball inside to Daniels, a little too fast. Another turnover on the Centurions. Well, I hate to see how many turnovers we have in this game. There's been a lot in this quarter. 48-47. Centurions by 1. We are 3:14 to go. Proctor waits for a pick. Goes in. Nice job by McDaniel to knock it away. Sangali comes away with it. Hits the layup.
50-47. I'm sure Kai not happy with that. Looked like Proctor got tripped that time.
Carrier finds Bailey Conrad at the free throw line. Goes around McDaniel. He's going to get fouled. McDaniel calling for the hook. That's going to be the 4th on Tyler. Conrad goes to the line for 2. First shot way short. He looked great on those last 2 free throws. That one just a little short. Stephen Warsh in the game. McDaniel out.
Long. Oh.
That one's good. Centurions, 2-point lead. 50-48, 2:48 to go in the game. Braden Daniels with it. Lobs it inside to Wersch and stolen. Not a good pass. Carrier comes away with it. Gives it off to Nick Conrad. Drives to the hoop. Shots up and good. And we're tied again.
Of all people, somebody who hasn't shot in a quarter and a half.
We're tied at 50. Daniels lets the three fly. Whoa. No good. Hit the rim, hit the backboard, hit the rim. Hahn comes down with a rebound. Proctor finds Bailey Conrad. Back to Proctor. He's going to back it out. The Warrior fans come to their feet. Proctor starts a drive. Stutter steps, goes to the hoop, shots no good. Ball tip, Bailey Conrad has it. Sangali rips it away for the steal. He's going to come down and get fouled on the drive. What a play by Jacob Sangali.
I can't believe they didn't call a jump ball before that. They let him wrestle that one all the way out.
Conrad had the ball high above his head. Sangali, who can get off the ground, got up, had his hands on the ball on top, which you would think would be a jump ball, but finally took it from him. It came down. Worse goes to the hoop. Shots no good. Rebound to Hahn. Had a good look. Couldn't get it to fall. We're 1:40 to go in the game. All tied at 50. Proctor around a pick. In the corner to Nick Conrad. Back to Proctor. Out top to Bailey Conrad. Goes to his left. Comes back to his right. Spin move. Stops. Dishes. Carrier. Three in the air. No good. Daniels with the strong rebound out to Sangali. Sangali crosses over, and there's going to be a foul on Conrad. Sangali will go to the line with a 1 in the bonus.
Sangali on the attack, even though it's late, attacking hard.
Third foul on Bailey Conrad. Sangali, 79% shooter on the year, to the line with 1 in the bonus.
For no fouls.
First one's no good. Couldn't get it to fall. Best free throw shooter on the Centurions. Couldn't get that one to fall. We are a tie game, 1:14 to go. Coach Kerbert calls a timeout for Indiana, and you said it, Brad, Centurions have had their chances and opportunities, but have not been able to take advantage of it tonight.
You would not want to watch this video. I mean, Cal has had, I'm going to guess, 6 to 10 possessions this quarter with a chance to go up 2 possessions. And I think one time they did convert, or they may not. Maybe 3 was the most they've ever been up. But then here lately had multiple possessions to take the lead or to get it up by 3 and just couldn't do it. And that time couldn't make the front end of the 1-and-1. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else you can say. You got to make game-winning plays. And on this end, how many turnovers? It's one thing if you take a shot and miss. You know, you got a good shot, you miss. That's part of it. But to not even get a shot off so many times, just shooting yourself in the foot. Well, defense has got to come up big again here. They got to find a way to get a stop. You know it's going to Conrad or Proctor. Proctor has not been involved hardly at all here lately.
Warriors have outscored the Centurions 8-6 in this quarter. Only a total of 14 points by both teams. We are tied at 50. Warriors ball.
Both teams are now in the bonus, so we're going to shoot free throws for a while here too.
Arrow is pointing to Indiana. Ball comes into Nick Conrad, back to Proctor. Cole Hodge in the game for the Centurions. Ball goes down low. Bailey Conrad drives to the hoop. Shots no good. Tipped by Hahn, no good. Daniels with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Logisty pushes it up. He's going to go to Worse. He beat everybody down. Back out to Hodge. Back to Logisty. Waits for a pick. Goes around it. Now Logisty drives off to Daniels. Daniels, guarded by Proctor, gets around him, goes to Worse, 10-footer, baseline is good.
Worse, looked like it was short from the second it left his hands. Just skirted over the rim. Great pass by Braden as he was waiting for it at the rim by a couple of Warriors, and Steven puts it in.
37 seconds to go, timeout on the floor, 52-50. Centurions, nice soft touch by Worse from the baseline.
Well, that's a tough shot. I know you played a lot of basketball, just like I did. Never liked that shot from about 12 on the baseline because you never practice that. You know, that's not a shot you're ever going to shoot.
So we can record you as saying there was a shot in basketball you didn't like. We always thought there wasn't a shot you didn't like.
I wouldn't have passed it. I would have dribbled either. I would have either went in and shot a layup or I would have took 2 backwards and shot a 3. Yeah, but no, I know it. Man, that's a tough shot, and credit to Steven in a pressure situation. Ice in his veins. Got to get another stop here, 37 seconds as we remain.
I tell you, Braden Daniels, some key rebounds in this quarter. He's gone above some people. He has blocked out some people. He has been a force on the boards on the defensive side for the Centurions on the rebounds.
Braden's been fantastic. He neutralizes size and athleticism with his unique athleticism that he has. Interesting defensive lineup for Cal here. But I know they like Hodge on the ball.
Logosty and Hodge. They're going to lob it into Daniels, and he misses it. Good D by Worsh. Logosty comes away with the rebound.
Now you
Centurions
don't
up
want
by
to shoot
2.
unless they foul.
Ball off to Hodge. Gets it to Worsh. Here comes the foul. Hahn with the foul. 17.9 seconds to go. It'll be 1 in the bonus. That's the 4th on Hahn. Worsh to the line with 1 in the bonus.
17.9 ticks of the clock remaining. Worsh goes to the line, dribbles once, twice.
Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Hahn. 17 seconds to go. Proctor. He's going to drive all the way to the hoop. Up and good. We're tied at 52. Quickly the other way. Here comes Daniels. Loses it. Puts a shot up. No good. Barely misses. Rebound. 2 seconds to go. And that's 3 at the buzzer. Is no good. We have overtime.
Free throws, Mike.
Centurions 0 for 2 from the line this quarter.
Well,
both front ends are 1 and 1.
That's right. Front ends of the 1 and 1 on both of them. Well, we go to overtime. Not so great news from E-Town either. It looks like the girls are down 32-22 at the half. Scoring in demand, looks like.
There has been one overtime game in this series, and if you were around, there's no doubt you remember this all the way back to 2012-13 season, a 4 overtime victory at Indiana, 83-82. A game I know at the end of second overtime, like Indiana was going to win it, and Sawyer Hobbs goes up for a 3, gets fouled, hits the 3. Centurions were down by 4, gets fouled, hits the free throw. It goes to a third overtime, then a fourth. I think Centurions didn't have anybody left on the bench.
Let's hope we don't go that far into the night tonight. Let's try to finish this thing after 4 minutes here.
Worsh, Sangali, Daniels, Hodge, and Logosty for the Centurions. Tip is controlled by the Centurions. Bailey, Conrad, Hahn, Carrier, Nick Conrad, and Proctor for Indiana. We are in overtime. 4 minutes. Ball almost loose. Daniels loses it. Logosty was knocked to the ground. Gets back up to get it.
Hahn plays as physical as anybody I've ever seen.
Logosty with the 3. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Puts one out. Hahn is so physical without getting caught for fouling. I don't think he's fouling. He just moves his feet so well and uses his body.
And you can't, you go into it and you bounce off
That's right, that's right. I mean, I love it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. I love what he's doing.
Proctor, Bailey, Conrad, 3 from the corner is good.
Conrad ain't shot a 3 all half. Hits it when they need it most. After Logosty hits one.
Well, why are they letting somebody? They can't let a player in after a shot's made.
They fixed the net. So I guess that's why they're allowing it.
Into the game comes Dunn for Carrier. We are tied at 55. There has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ties in this half. Indiana has never led in the second half. They have tied it 7 times, but never led. Sangali around a pick by Worsh. Hesitates, drives, has an opening. Up 5-footer, good.
Beautiful. Nice play by Sangali.
Centurions back up by 2. 3:06 to go. Proctor drives to the hoop. Shots up, no good. Rebound tipped by Hahn and good.
Whoever's guarding Hahn has got to get him boxed out. It's twice he's hurt us on tip-ins.
Logosty finds Worsh out top, around to Sangali. Around a pick. Sangali back to Daniels. Daniels around a pick, stopped by Nick Conrad. Worsh hasn't step on Hahn. Pump fakes up. Blocked from behind by Nick Conrad, Centurion ball.
Probably best scenario there is Steven was off balance, getting bumped again by Hahn.
Hahn has 4 fouls. Would not be bad to get that 5th against him. Worsh gives it back to Logosty. Oh, we're all tied at 57. Oh, yeah. Logosty loses it. Come away with it to Indiana. Proctor has it. He's going to slow it down, walk it across midcourt. Bailey Conrad Back door to Proctor. Blocked from behind by Worsh. Saves it. Nope, doesn't save it. Out of bounds. Great block by Worsh from behind. That was the play that opened the game for Indiana. Proctor got to on the opening play. Ball comes in deep to Dunn. Quickly to Nick Conrad. Finds Proctor. 10-footer. No good. Rebound on the ground. Sangali saves it to Logosty. Centurion, 2 minutes to go. A chance to take the lead again. Works with a pick for Daniels. Daniels starts to move now to Sangali. Sangali has an opening. Shots up and good.
Nice. Sangali's found a matchup he likes. Getting there and rising above. Got to get a stop here. 59-57. A minute 40 left in the game.
Sangali with 15 on the evening. Inside to Bailey Conrad. Pushes down. Shots up. No good. Daniels in with the rebound. Leading the break. A 2-on-1. Goes to Sangali. Shots blocked, but he's fouled.
What a rebound by Braden Daniels. Kai not happy down here, and I can't say I don't blame him. Looked like, and I'm not there out of sight, but it looked like Conrad got hit going up by Worse. But Daniels, Mike, what a rebound.
What a rebound. I thought Bailey Conrad had that rebound for sure, and Daniels out of nowhere. Sangali misses the first. And you're right, Brad. Centurions 0 for 2 in the fourth quarter, 0 for 0 for 1 in this overtime period.
Call that 0 for 4 in the fourth quarter.
It's the second. Centurions up by 3, 60-57. These games have always been close except for 1 or 2. Last year, 6 points. Year before that, 7 points. 2 years before that, 3 points. This is another thriller. Bailey Conrad underneath, spins to the left, shots up and good.
That time he gets it to go with the left hand. Nice move there.
Centurions by 1.
Well, you need a great possession here. No reason to rush anything. 1 minute to go.
No reason to even take a shot. I thought Worsh was going to take that 3 for a minute.
Yeah.
We're under a minute to go. Centurions by 1. Timeout, Coach Hibbard. 53 seconds to go. 60-59 Centurions. Whew.
Well, let me tell you about the swim. You want some excitement, Mike. Congratulations to the Cal swimming and diving team who had 15 athletes qualify for the KHSA State Meet, which will be held at the University of Kentucky this week. Starts Thursday. Good luck to all of our swimmers. I can't wait to be there, Mike. I won't be there on Thursday, but I'll be there on Friday most of the day, then head right back here for senior night that night, and probably be back on Saturday. It's a long event now if you've ever been to swimming. You got the quarterfinal or qualifying events. They whittle that down to the final 8 or 16, I believe, and then finish it up from there. But always exciting. A lot of great, yep.
Gabby Albiero with a couple of state records already
in
a couple of meets,
seven-time individual champ, 2-time team champ here at Christian Academy. She'll be as a senior her last time in a Cal swim cap. She has 2 individual events, 2 relay events with some of our, of course, other wonderful swimmers. Can't wait to support her. Her races will be Friday night, so we'll be able to maybe give almost a little bit of play-by-play on that while we're covering the girls and boys action on Friday night.
It is Hodge and Logosty, Daniel, Sangali, and Worsh for the Centurions. It is Dunn and Proctor, Bailey Conrad, Nick Conrad, and Hahn for Indiana. Logosty to throw it in. Dunn comes up on him. Bailey Conrad is guarding Hodge.
Watch the run and jump, and here it comes.
Gets it to Daniels. Back to Hodge. I'm not sure how many timeouts Centurions have left. Logosty, here comes the double team, and he's going to be hip checked. And Logosty will go the line. Should be the double bonus.
Yeah, it is. It put 10 up. That's a huge mark just mentally. Knowing you have 2 rather than just the 1 is very helpful.
Centurions need these to get up by 3. 41 seconds to go. First shot, good.
What defense do you do now? Do you go to that zone? Do you stay man-to-man? You know if it's man-to-man, they're going to go to Conrad quickly. One thing you don't want with Conrad is an and one.
Second shot by Logosty. Finds its way through the hoop. Centurions by 3.
3-point game. You want to make them at least take some possession here. 39 seconds.
Proctor backs down. Now he finds Conrad. Steps back for the 3. Good. And timeout by Coach Kerberg as Conrad gets his 27th point of the night and ties it up on the 3, 62-62. They had Proctor go in the middle on us that time, and Conrad comes off a pick and throws it out to him. Pretty good look and nails it.
Yeah, I'm assuming they screened down there to keep him open in the corner, but really no excuse there for him to be probably their best shooter with 27 on the game to be open there. Still, all that said and done, 31 seconds remain. You got the ball. A chance to win here.
Well, Centurions, 31 seconds to go. Good things have happened when Braden Daniels has had the ball or when Sangali has had the ball, but what do you think they'll come out and do?
Well, I think I would like to think you're going to hold for one here with go at around 7 seconds. I would want to go get the wing cleared out and get a ball screen set for Braden going to his left is what I like. That way he can finish with that left hand high as he comes through. Kai won't want to foul. They're going to be a little bit careful not to foul in this situation, so you have the advantage. The one thing when you go late, the refs are less likely to call it as well, so that's the other thing.
Same 5 for the Centurions. Logusty, Hodge, Daniels, Sangali, and Wersch.
Kai coming out in a little 1-3-1. I wouldn't hesitate to call a timeout here just to change it to see what the change is.
Logusty with it. Finds Daniels. Now back out to Hodge. 18 seconds. Hodge fakes the pass, gets it over to Daniels.
Fine. Yeah, hold it.
Lobs it to Logusty. 13 seconds to go.
Now they're going to switch over to man-to-man.
Daniels off to Logusty. 7 seconds. Logusty drives, pulls back. 18-footer down deep. No good. Rebound to Proctor. Lets it go from three-quarter court. We are in the second overtime as we are tied 62-62.
Good possession. I have no qualms with that at all. Got a great shot by Tyler. He's one of the best shooters. Beautiful possession. Didn't go down. Braden fought for the tip in. Didn't get it. No opportunity for Kai. So to me, that's a great possession. Everything short of the shot going in.
So we're halfway to the 4 overtime game back in 2012-13. I'm going to tell you what a game that was. I remember that. Darren Long was calling the game with me that night, I believe.
Well, Cal did not make any subs during that overtime. Kai made one sub during that overtime. Cal's now in the double bonus. Kai will still shoot the bonus. One more possession.
Scoring through 2 overtimes. That was the second. Was that the first overtime?
That was the first overtime, yeah.
Scoring through 1 overtime for Centurion, 16 for Sangali, 8 for Wersch, 11 for Logusty, 2 for Hodge, 2 for Sattel, 13 for Daniels, 10 for McDaniel. For Indiana, 19 for Proctor, 6 for Nick Conrad, 3 for Doss, 7 for Hahn, and 27 for Bailey Conrad. Wersch, Daniels, Hodge, Logusty, Sangali for the Centurions. Dunn, Bailey Conrad, Proctor, Hahn, and Nick Conrad for Indiana, and Indiana controls the tip.
One thing that would be really good is if Hahn fouled out. He's been playing with 4 for some time now. I'd like to go at him.
Backdoor to Proctor, who somehow got the ball and got fouled. How Proctor ever caught that ball, I will not know, but he did, and he has 21 on the night. And Indiana has their first lead of the game since... I'm trying to go back to see when they had the lead before. Their last lead was at 20-19.
They ran that play multiple times all night. It's the same guy. Can't get beat that situation. And then on top of it, the foul.
Indiana up by 3, 65-62. Daniels starts a drive, nowhere to go. A lot of time left, no reason to panic. Off to Logusty, back to Daniels. Sangali with it now. Calls for a pick. Goes around it, goes to Wersch. Wersch in against Hahn, pulls up, 5-footer good.
Nice set play. Got Wersch going to his left, beautiful.
Wersch has 10. Centurions down by 1, 3:11 to go in the game. Indiana just pulls it out to 4 corners.
You can't be glued to your man because Proctor's going to attack here.
16-footer by Proctor's good. 67-64 Indiana. We're 2:44 to go in the game. Daniels goes to the hoop,
there's a
strong,
foul.
no call. Rebound to Indiana. That would have been the 5th on Hahn. Dunn starts to drive, stops, out to Proctor. Proctor to the hoop. And there's going to be a charge. And who took it?
Braden Daniels.
Braden Daniels in the man on the spot again, takes the charge. Proctor with his 2nd foul. Centurion ball. I thought it was going to be on worse for a minute.
Yeah, Chi fans didn't like it, but you don't have that circle in high school basketball. You can be anywhere. Braden was out in front.
Logisty with the ball, finds Hodge. Around a pick by Sangali. Ball knocked free. Wersch tracks it down in backcourt. He's going to bring it the other way, off to Hodge. Hodge starts to drive. Stops. 5-footer, good.
Oh.
Cole Hodge, nice tough move underneath.
Needed that one.
Cuts the lead to 1, 67-66, 1:50 to go. Indiana with the lead. Nick Conrad with the ball. Off to Dunn, almost loses it, finds Proctor again. Proctor, they clear for him, dishes Bailey Conrad. Shot in the air. I'm telling you, his foot was on the line. They did not catch it, but they count the 3, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead. Wersch underneath, out to Hodge, fakes the 3. Drives out to Daniels. 3 in the air by Braden. No good. Rebound Wersch. Wersch out to Logisty. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound fought for. Daniels has it. Out to Logisty. Sets for the 3. This time good. Cuts the lead to 1. 70-69. Timeout, Coach Hibbard. 1:08 to go. It's a thrill a second here at English Station campus.
Just fighting enough. Goodness, you think... Kind of thought like you won the battle by Conrad taking that deep 3 so quickly, and then he hits it. It's twice. You feel like he misses either one of those, you're in shape to win this game, and he's made it to his credit. Just a great player. Well, down 1 now. We've seen Coach Kerberg enough. He's either going to do one or two things. He's going to come up with a complete set play to try to get a layup. And if they don't get that, he's going to pull it out. I don't expect that he'll look to shoot unless we, come out too far extend and give them a layup.
And they're going to try to keep it in the hands of Proctor as much as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you would want Proctor shooting it, or Conrad, obviously, but I don't think he would shoot no matter what unless it was a layup.
Daniels, Hodge, Logisty, Wersch, and Sangali. They are the only 5 that have played the entire overtime for the Centurions. Nick Conrad and Dunn. Bailey Conrad, Hahn, and Proctor for Indiana.
Give a little bit of full court pressure here.
Ball comes into Proctor. Hodge has him. He's going to bring it up. Almost loses it. Gets it off to Hahn. Back to Proctor. Bring it back out. The Warriors will be in the double bonus if the Centurions have to foul. Here comes the double team, and there's a foul on Sangali. It's going to send Dunn to the line.
Well, not a bad idea. No idea what Dunn's free throw percentage is, as Indiana doesn't do stats statewide.
What they sent us, which we got just before tip-off, he's 81% free throw shooter. But what I don't know is how many free throws he's taken on the year.
Well, he's going to get 2 no matter what.
Let's see if this other sheet they sent us, it doesn't break down free throw attempts. It just has a...
By the way, Christian of Indiana leads 70-69. 40 seconds left. Looks like we'll be shooting. I'm not sure what we're doing here. They've got the ball going side out. I think, Mike, they have called the timeout before. I think Kai called a timeout before the foul is what they're saying here.
Okay, so we have 40 seconds to go. Take the foul away from Sangali. And don't foul Brady Dunn. He's 81%. Proctor starts to move, has an opening. Nobody stops him. Little 5-footer, no good. Tip. Hahn comes away with it, and Hahn's fouled before the shot. Don't count the basket. Someone came down hard trying to get the ball from him.
Well, they got Proctor to shoot one. They got him to miss two. And once again, Mike, who's there? But
Hahn. Foul on Logosty. Hahn goes to the line. Hahn has two. First shot is good. Josh Hahn, 47% from the free throw line this year. Hit that one like he's been hitting them all year.
That one's off.
No good on the second. 2-point lead, Indiana. 27 seconds to go. Wersch starts his drive, has an opening, goes up, hits it.
Well, that was easy. Went right past Hahn. Hahn looked tired that time. This time you're going to have to defend the last possession as we got 15 seconds remaining.
Second overtime. We're all tied at 71. Proctor with the ball.
I'd make somebody else hit a three to beat me instead of letting.
Proctor spin move underneath. No good. Tipped around. Logosty knocks it out in the backcourt. Sangali hushes it, throws it up, doesn't hit it. We're going to the third overtime here at English Station campus. And you're right, Hahn's pretty tired coming back to the bench right there.
I'll tell you what, Logosty might have made a game-saving play there. He tipped it. Hahn was about to get his paws on it right near the basket, and Logosty just got his finger and tipped it out towards midcourt. Obviously ended up rolling all the way down. It's like, golly, what hustle made it all the way down.
I'm starting to run out of room on my score sheet here, Brad. 71-71. Centurions have played the same five both overtimes at about 3 or 4 minutes.
And they, they're playing well. It's not
they're
a
very
thing,
well.
But is it fatigue? When does fatigue set in? To perhaps have to come out. But I'll go back to it again. If you could get Hahn out of this game, that would be the biggest blow to Kai.
And we have seen when the ball's gone to Wersch, Hahn is usually backed away because he didn't want to pick up that fifth foul. So we should start going to Wersch.
Go to it. Yeah, absolutely. Go to it.
It'll be a jump ball. It's the same five. Sangali, Wersch, Hodge, Daniels, and Logosty for the Centurions. Proctor, Bailey Conrad, Carrier, Hahn, and Nick Conrad for Indiana. Those have been the main five for the two overtimes for Indiana. Bailey Conrad, Steve Wersch. Stephen Wersch just have a little smile at the midcourt line. We'll see who has good legs to be able to get this tip. Ball's in the air, and Louisville controls it. Logosty with the ball. I would go to Wersch to try to get Hahn out of there. Hodge drives, has an opening, stops, back out to Sangali. Sangali drives. He goes up for the shot.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Everybody tired. The Warrior just went down to his knees there after that shot. Great shot by Sangali. Not going with a three-point shot, attacking instead.
Sangali has 18 points on the evening. Inside to Bailey Conrad. Goes right, goes left. Ball missed out of bounds
Same thing. Hahn came over and kept all of that alive. Logosty thankfully fought in, or Hahn would have got a putback. When Conrad shoots, Hahn, you got to find a body on Hahn.
Ball gets into Proctor, goes to Conrad. Conrad turns, nice. 5-footer good.
That time he was able to get back to the middle. Nice play by Kai. The double team has to come quickly and make him go baseline.
73 all, 3:10 to go.
Patience.
Sangali in the right corner, out to Logosty. Finds Daniels out top. Daniels around a pick by Wersch. He's going to go all the way. Now dishes to Logosty.
Patience.
Logosty finds Wersch. He has Hahn on him. Starts to back him down. Back to Logosty. Drives back to Wersch. Wersch throws it out to Daniels. Nice catch by Braden to keep the ball in play. Centurions reset. Daniels goes to the hoop. Shots. Oh, fouled. Braden Daniels one-on-one gets the bucket. Foul's going to be on Nick Conrad. That's his fourth. Daniels gets his 15th point of the night. And let's see if the Centurions can hit a free throw to go up by more than two, and Daniels does.
When you make a layup like that, Mike, you're confident, right? I mean, it feels real good.
Proctor with the ball. Do not let Bailey Conrad take a three. Proctor starts to move on Hodge. Goes inside. 2.
Too easy there. Hodge tried to be there, but the help's got to be there.
76-75 Centurions.
Another patient possession here. No reason to rush. Want to have a great possession. You're leading.
Daniels calls for a pick from Wersch. Nowhere to go. Tells Wersch to go down low. Lobs it into him. Squares up. Now starts to move against Hahn. Back out to Lagosty.
Patient. Do it again.
Finds Daniels. Under 2 minutes to go. Centurions by 1.
Patient.
We are in the almost lost.
Whew.
I'm already lost track. Is this the second or third overtime? Third overtime.
Patience here. Might need a timeout. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
Wersch with the ball. Starts to drive. Has an opening against Hosh. Goes back out to Lagosty. Open 3. No good. Good look, though.
Good offense. Everything good there, but the finish.
90 seconds to go. Centurions by 1. Proctor gives it off to Carrier.
Watch the back door here. They're going to try to get the lob.
Daniels goes up. Couldn't get high enough. Conrad hits the bucket.
Got to see that coming. Set play.
77-76. Inside, Wersch. Pump fakes. Goes up. Loses it. Proctor comes the other way. We are at a minute to go. 1 point lead, Indiana.
No
Bailey Conrad finds Carrier.
Rebound.
3 in the air. Good. Ethan Carrier, his first points of the night.
Still down 4. 49 seconds left.
Daniels brings it back out. Waits for the pick from Wersch. Goes to his right. Ball knocked away. Stolen. Proctor has the ball. Gets it off to Bailey Conrad. Conrad finds Carrier. Back out to Proctor. 30 seconds to go. Going to have to foul somebody. And there's going to be a foul on Sangali. That's going to send Carrier to the line. Carrier has I don't even remember Carrier taking a shot tonight, and drains that 3 at a key time, misses his first free throw.
Not over yet, still just a 4-point game. Got to go quick.
25.
Get something quick to the basket here.
25 seconds to go.
Misses
both.
Go, quick,
Daniels
quick.
with it. Need to push it. Daniels comes down against Proctor. Starts to go to the hoop. Turns, 15-footer, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes to the ground. That's going to be 5 on Hahn. A little too late, unless we go to another overtime, but Daniels going to have 2 shots.
Well, the better thing here is that you're going to have a chance to score with the clock stopped. 16.1. It's 80-76. Going to have a full court press here after the made foul shots.
End of the game is done. Out goes Hahn. What a game Josh Hahn played. He had 8 points on the evening, but boy, that is not talk about the game he had. Just a rebounding force and just a force underneath, clearing way so other Warriors could rebound. Daniels' first shot, good.
All right, so one possession game now. This one's big. That way, if you got a foul and Cal misses a free throw, you're still in it. Going to have to try to get a steal here immediately.
Hits them both. We got a timeout by Coach Hibbard. 2-point lead, Indiana. 16.1 seconds to go. If you want to foul anybody, if Carrier got the ball, I would foul him again. He just missed 2.
Absolutely.
Got to be thinking about it.
Well, I think you got to try to get a steal first, right?
Yes.
You got to try to trap immediately without fouling it. Usually most teams will do a 1-2-2 press here, a 1-2-1-1. They'll trap the immediate inbounds pass. The opposite guard will go to the inbounder to try to take that away. See, and then if they get it out of that, then those back 2 guys, they don't get the steal. They got to foul immediately. You got to foul whoever gets it. That should leave you with about 12 seconds left. And you hope they miss one, right? You hope they miss one at that point.
I believe this is Centurion's first overtime game of this season. So they're making the most of it, going 3 overtimes. Same 5 for the Centurions. Sangali, Wersch, Daniels, Hodge, and Lagosty. Nick Conrad will throw it in.
Going straight man-to-man.
Dunn and Proctor are the two men in backcourt. They're going to try to get it to. Here comes Bailey Conrad around, but Dunn gets it.
Foul.
Try to double team him, and there's going to be timeout by Indiana. He was double teamed trying to get the jump ball. The arrow is going to Indiana. That's the bad news. Now it's 12.6 seconds to go. 2-point lead for Indiana. So this time, same strategy, but you got to foul if they get it in. Bailey Conrad started at midcourt, cut to backcourt is the relief foul on that. You don't want to send him to the line.
No, you don't want to send him. If I was Kai, I'd send him up there to get the ball because you're almost going to have to foul pretty quickly now because you got to leave yourself some kind of time in case they were to miss a foul shot. You're going to deny everywhere here and then try to, I guess, foul as soon as the ball's in unless you just get a great trap in a corner and then try to get a steal. I don't suspect Kai will even pass the ball. I think if they get caught in a trap, if they got another timeout, they'll hold it 3 seconds and call another timeout.
At the first stop tonight, it was 16-13. Indiana with the lead. Centurions took a 3-point lead at halftime, 30-27. A 2-point lead for the Centurions after 3, 44-42. Then we have been tied at 52. And I have lost track of all my notes. 62 and 71.
The good thing here is the guy cannot run the baseline.
Trying to get the ball in. It gets in. They need to foul. They foul Conrad. Worsh, that's going to be his fourth. I'm sure Worsh trying just not to be the man to foul on that one.
Well, smart by Coach Kerberg there. The guards never got open. They couldn't get open. And their outlet valve there, Conrad came and got it.
Bailey Conrad to the line. He is 9 for 11 tonight and misses the first.
You're going to have a chance here no matter what.
In comes 3-point aficionado Kyle Christensen.
Be interesting, 9.7 if he hits this one if Kai would foul.
He misses them both. Worse with the rebound. Off to Daniels. 8 seconds to go. Daniels shakes and bakes. Starts to move off to Lagasse straight away. 3, no good. Rebound to Proctor. There's going to be a foul, but the victory is going to go to Indiana. An 80-78 victory for the Warriors of Indiana in 3 overtimes. And what a game it was. The Centurions had a lot of opportunities but couldn't take advantage of them, and finally Indiana comes away with a victory. We'll be back in a minute to recap tonight's game. 80-78, 3 overtime victory for Indiana. Running out of space. I couldn't go another overtime. I might have 34. Yep. Welcome back to Christian Academy Louisville basketball. Centurions fall in 3 overtimes to the Warriors of Indiana, 80-78. Biggest lead of the game for Indiana was 8 points at 10-2. Biggest lead for the Centurions was 6 at about 3 or 4 times during the game. And the most amazing stat is Indiana never led in the entire second half. The first time Indiana led at 20-19 in the second quarter. The next time they led was in the second overtime when they went ahead 64-62. All the other times it was either tied or the Centurions with the lead. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ties in the game. Centurions had a lead 75-73 up to 76-73 with about 3 minutes to go in the third overtime. And then Indiana outscored them 7-2 to finish the game and win 80-78. Brad, if you can find my individual scoring in there, I tried to circle it for you.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Individual scoring first for the Centurions, Sengali with 18, Stephen Wersch 12, Tyler Logosty 14, Co Hodge 4, Nate Sattel 2, Braden Daniels 18, Tyler McDaniel 10. For the Warriors, it was Proctor with 26, Conrad 6, Doss 3, Carrier 3, Hahn 1, and Conrad 34.
Oh, I'm wrong. Hahn had 8. I'm sorry.
Hahn with 8. Sorry. Excuse me, Josh. Great game. 8 points. And then Bailey Conrad, 34.
Well, Brad, the Centurions fought. I mean, it was a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
They had opportunity. We talked about during the game. They never trailed in the second half. And they would get up by 3 or 4, but they couldn't get over that to get it up to 8-10.
Right. Yeah, so many opportunities, up 3 or 4, never could make that one play. Not an issue with effort, not an issue. And it's funny, in the overtime, really the second and third overtime, the turnovers cut down. It was funny how possessions became so intense and so they were let me trying to think, coveted, that they protected them so dearly, and so it was really good possessions in the overtime. Yeah, just in the end, though, every time looked like we had them on the ropes. Conrad hit the two big, huge threes to keep them in it, and then made the plays at the end.
In that third overtime, Ethan Carrier had 3 points the entire game, hits a big 3 to put them up by 4, and that was really kind of, the Centurions couldn't recover from that then.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, they still, but yeah, that said, had a 3-point shot at the buzzer.
Great look.
At the buzzer to win it. Just a great play, little dribble handoff, worked perfectly. Shot doesn't go in, but as we know, even the best, the Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, all the greats have missed tons of last-second shots, but you had the shot, had the opportunity. Great game all around by two good teams. Fun to watch. Unfortunate to land on this side of it.
For those that may want to know, at the end of the first quarter, Indiana led 16-13. Centurions then took a 30-27 lead at halftime. Centurions led by 2 at the end of 3 quarters, 44-42. It was tied at the end of regulation, 52-52. Tied at the end of the first overtime, 62-62. Tied at the end of the second overtime, 71-71. And then finally, the 80-78 victory in the third overtime for Christian Academy of Indiana tonight. Centurions back in action Thursday night. They will go to Atherton. The girls are here at home against Mercy. We'll be covering the Mercy game, and then Friday night, senior night. Come out and join us. Collins is the opponent that night for both the girls and boys. Girls are at 6. Boys game will follow with the senior festivities in between, correct?
Correct.
And then next week, or the following week, is districts. We'll talk about those more about those on Thursday and Friday night. But right now, you can know the boys will be playing on Tuesday the 25th at 7:30 against Eastern. The girls will be playing Thursday the 27th against the winner of Ballard Eastern in the 6 o'clock matchup that night. Big thanks to John Ballou on camera for us tonight. Brad, good to have you here again for this game. What an exciting game it was. These teams have met 9 times and played in 8 overtime or 7 overtimes now.
Like Louisville Notre Dame.
Louisville Notre Dame game. The biggest thanks to you fans who joined us tonight. Great to have you with us. Be with us again Thursday night if you're not here to watch the Lady Centurions play Mercy. For Brad Morgan, myself, Mike Vitello, good night, everybody. We'll see you Thursday night.